Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Your Time to Shine, a radio show designed to help you explore your own divine gifts. I hope tonight finds you well, everyone, and that you are enjoying this end part of the week and getting ready for a long weekend here next week. I don't know about you, but I'm ready for it. Even if I'm not going anywhere, even if I'm staying home, I am really ready for a long weekend. So, interestingly enough, today I was pondering about what I was going to talk about on the show today. And it came in very, very strongly to talk to you tonight about purpose. And purpose is why we are here. Purpose is why we are living the life that we are, and why we are living a human existence as a soul. And so I wanted just to touch base a little bit on this because it was just really resonating with me this morning. And so hopefully it will resonate with you a little bit too. So we all come into this world with purpose, with some kind of purpose. And through our life and through what we are doing and through our experiences, we learn about our purpose. We learn about things through teaching others, through life's ups and downs. We're confronted with two different directions. Which way should we go? Should we go to the left or should we go to the right? And depending on which way we go is going to be how we experience life and how we experience that situation. What you do in life, so purpose isn't necessarily about having that one job, say, that perfect job. Now, it might be your purpose to have that particular job, particular experience, but more than likely, it's about the attitude, about the vibration, and about things that are being brought forward to you in that experience, in that job. So, it's really important for us during our time that we stop and kind of take pause a little bit to see how we are doing on our purpose. And we know deep down on a subconscious level if we are on task and path with our purpose. You just know things flow. You are in an upbeat type of feeling and vibration and happy, and you just know that you are in flow. You are on path to purpose. Now, maybe you don't know what that purpose is, but you know that you're on path. When you're happy and things are flowing, you are on path. You are heading towards your purpose. And you're in alignment, right? When things aren't going quite so well, maybe you're angry, you're depressed, you have a high anxiety, that just means that you're out of alignment and out of alignment with your purpose. So you need to take pause and think about what it is that would put you back into that alignment. Now, I'm not saying you have to be happy and excited every single day, because as humans, that's not the way it's going to be. It just is not. I mean, we are here to have the human experience, the good and the bad and the ugly, right? So not always are you going to feel like you're on path. And we tend to stray, right? But as long as we get back onto that path, that's the most important thing. So I'm looking at my notes because there's certain things here I want to make sure that I cover for you tonight. Asking your angels and your guides for help, right, to stay on path. and to be moving forward, because we can't do this alone. And so it's really important, even if you go to bed at night and give thanks and just say, I call upon my angels and my guides to help me and to show me what my path is. And thank you for showing me today. And then you can get up and you can do it again in the morning. Say, I am an open channel. Show me how to stay on my path. Show me what my path, what my purpose is, and lead me in that direction, right? Very, very important to bring in your guides and your angels. And then along the way, you're going to be brought into contact with people who are alike in you, on your purpose. You're going to find those people who are the happy-go-lucky, the things that just seem to flow, right? Those are the people that are on path, that are on their way to their purpose in life. So I thought it was really interesting. There was an article I was reading, and it said that that you're on path, right? When you have expressions like, man, I was born to do this. I know how to do this. And you get excited about it. You get excited about jumping out of bed in the morning and going and doing what it is that you do throughout your day. It can be things that just energetically, they just light you up like a Christmas tree on the inside. It's just that fantastic, overwhelming, amazing feeling. Those are the feelings that that you're on path, that you're on purpose, that you have found your calling, right? So everything is a journey. So if you're not feeling that right now, don't start beating yourself up, because everything is a journey, everything is a path. And we are here to live that human experience to get us to that purpose, to get us to that path. I mean, that's the whole part of why we're here. We are here to learn, we are here to teach, and we are here to experience everything that we can about being human. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here. We would be doing something completely different. So remember to get your angels and your guides involved. Ask them for help. I know I've talked about this on other shows, that they can't intervene unless you ask them in, and unless you bring them in to the conversation. Otherwise, they just kind of stand on the sidelines waiting for you to ask for help. And it's okay to ask your guides for help. It is not shown as a weakness. It's not shown as anything, because as we go through this life, as we go through this human experience, we need a little help on the way. So that's what our guides and our angels are here for. They are so excited to help us and to create this life that we have. So use them, call upon them. They are waiting for you to call upon them to help you in this life. So with that, we are going to go to the phone lines. Right now, we have Jamie in Illinois. Good evening, Jamie, and welcome to Your Time to Shine.
Well, thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. What can we do for you tonight?
I'm sorry, you're breaking up.
What can we do for you tonight?
Well, I was just, I don't know, I guess I was just wondering if you have anything for me, really.
Okay, perfect. Let me tune in to your loved ones and guides. There's going to be just a little bit of silence as I tune in, but I will be right back, okay?
Thank you.
So, Jamie, one of the first things that comes to mind is there's a woman that steps forward, and she's beautiful, she's lovely, she's very angelic. She has such a softness about her. Um, and she wants you to know that um, that you're doing exactly what you need to be doing at this moment in time. You've been questioning yourself about all different kinds of aspects in your life, um, whether you need to change direction, whether you need to do something different. Um, she's showing me that you are really on path and on task right now. And she's asking you to continue to move forward in that. Um, it feels like there's some hesitation, or there's some, they're showing me almost like starting and stopping and starting and stopping, possibly with a job.
No, been at the
No?
same job for 6 years.
Okay. Okay. So they're showing me this. She's showing me like there's this start and stop and start and stop. Like there's no traction. You're not getting any traction on what you're moving forward with. And she says there's just some bumps in the road. They're not going to last. And to continue forward. She just keeps saying, continue forward, continue forward.
I can understand that.
Okay. She's showing me, she's showing me like these dark skies, like rain clouds, and then it's like this parting of the rain clouds, and then there's blue sky um, coming through. So again, she's just reiterating that what you're going through, these little bumps in the road, um, the skies are starting to part. This is going to become more and more clear to you on what you need to do moving forward. Okay. Um,
that would be wonderful.
she's saying that you are your own worst critic, and that you're very hard on yourself. And she says you need to just loosen up a little bit on that. Give yourself a little bit of a break. There's so much going on, um, just in the world itself, right? There's just so much uncertainty. But you're taking a lot of things on as your own, and they're really not yours. And so she says you need to stop and look and say, what is really my responsibility to take on? And what is that for somebody else to take on? Okay, because you're taking on a lot of responsibility in every aspect of your life, and you're owning that, right? And there's a piece of it that sure you can own, but there's a lot of it that is not yours. And she's asking you to release that and let that go, because she said it's really not yours to carry.
I can understand that.
Um, she's showing me that you have an affinity to working with angels. Have you ever worked with angels in the past?
All the time.
Okay, because you have a very clear affinity for angels and angel guidance. Um, and she's saying you really need to hone that in. If anything, just start working with it more and more for your own purpose, But she's saying this is something that could actually manifest and grow into something bigger, into something where you are starting to teach about the angels and what you know about the angels and bringing forth all that information to others. I feel like that you're a really good teacher. Um, you have that patience, you have that gentleness about you, and I really, I'm she's showing me that you could really, um, really help a lot of people by bringing forth what you know of the angels.
Let's
Have you thought
agree with
about
that.
working with angels?
I'm sorry?
Have you thought about working with the angels more just outside of just communicating with them? Have you thought about that?
Oh, I bring them into my healing practice all the time.
Okay. She's saying that that there's more than just bringing it into the healing practice. It's more about expanding on that and really taking what you know and sharing it with the world, right? Whether whether that be with podcasts, whether that be with individuals who want to know more about the teachings of the angels. She says you are a perfect conduit for this.
People come to me for it all the time.
Okay, perfect.
This can never
Perfect.
be built, you know. It seems to be harder to journey on yourself than it is for others. It's so much easier to do for others.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do you
Um,
deal with people who have passed away?
I do.
Because my brother just died last week. I just want to make sure he's okay.
Okay. Let me see if I can tune in. Sometimes when people pass away right away, um, they are still trying to kind of get used to that connection. So they've lost their body, right? In aspect, and now they're energetic, and they're trying to figure out how to deal with that energetically because it's a completely different sense and a completely different feel. So sometimes they are not available right after they've passed. So let me see if I can connect with him, or maybe I can connect with another loved one who can tell me a little bit about it. So um, let me try to hone in on that for just a minute, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah, Jamie. I'm not getting a whole lot right now. I just keep hearing he's not available. He's not available. Um, I was asking somebody else to step in on his behalf, and I'm just not getting anything right now. Like I said, a lot of times they are very unavailable right after they have passed. Um, they're going through like an energetic healing and resting period, and so they're not always available right away. Um, your loved
I
ones are just
understand
telling
that.
me, I'm sorry?
I said, I understand that.
Yeah. I am hearing that he is okay. And there will be a time that you're going to be able to connect with him, but it's not right now.
Okay.
Yeah, they're showing me that he is going through kind of like that resting period that they sometimes will go through. Um, and so sometimes, that can take a few weeks, it could take a couple of months. It really kind of just depends on the individual and the spirit.
cocooning, all too familiar.
Yeah. Um, I'm not being shown anything else right now. Is there any other question that I might be able to help you with?
No, you've done it. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Have a wonderful evening.
You as well.
Okay.
Thank you.
Next, we have Patty in Wisconsin. Good evening, Patty, and welcome to Your Time to Shine.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Okay, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. What can we do for you this evening?
Well, I'd like to know if I will be able to find a soulmate and that because of my condition, because I'm disabled.
Okay. Let me tune in really quick and see what your loved ones have to say. There's going to be a
Okay.
little bit of silence, and
All
then
right.
I'll be right back with you.
Okay.
So Patty, I mean, I didn't even hardly have to ask. Your loved ones were right here jumping in, and they're saying absolutely, absolutely, you are going to be finding someone. They're saying don't give up hope, because this person that's going to come into your life isn't going to see you as a disabled person. They're going to see you for you. They're going to see you. And see your soul. And it's a really beautiful, beautiful connection. I know that they're showing me that you've been waiting for quite some time for this person to come into your life. And they're saying that he is on his way. You guys are going to be crossing paths. And okay, hang on just a second. Hang on just a minute.
Okay. All right.
So actually, they're showing me that there's going to be a couple of people, right? They're going to cross your path that is going to make you go, I wonder. What they're telling me is really look deep into this, all right? Because one of them, they're showing me like one is going to be kind of like the person that knocks your socks off, right? The other person's
Mm-hmm.
going to come in and you're going to go, okay, well, maybe. But then they're saying really stop and dig deep into your soul and stop and drop into your heart and ask yourself which one is the best way to go. Because when you do that, when you kind of get out of your head or whatever your conscious mind, you're going to be able to see, they're saying read between the lines, see between the lines. Don't just take the first. They're saying don't take the first one. Don't take the first offering. So I'm feeling like there's going to be two people that kind of come at the same time. That it's almost like you're going to be evaluating them. I know that sounds really harsh, kind of odd, but
Well, no, I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
yeah, they're going to come in about the same time, and they're just saying to really analyze in your heart, not your head, but in your heart. Because sometimes taking the different approach, the different path, they say, is going to be the better way to go. So I'm thinking they're showing me that maybe that one is going to almost kind of try to entice you with money, or like he makes a little bit more money, and they're saying that that's not always the best thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're saying just be very, very diligent and really drop down into your heart before you make any decisions.
Right, and I was like saying money does not buy love.
Yeah, right.
Do you know about when or how, or because like I say, I'm disabled and I don't drive or nothing like that.
I feel like that you two are going to meet at some kind of an event. Possibly in the fall. But definitely sometime, I think within the next 6 to 9 months, 12 months maybe, somewhere in there. But there's going to be some kind of a gathering. I see like people all around gathering and events. So I think it's going to be based around something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Patty,
I'd like
we're
to
coming
ask
down
you.
to the last few seconds of
Can
our
I ask you a couple
show.
questions?
We're coming down to the last few seconds of the show, and I'm going to have to sign off because there's another show right behind me. So I want to thank you so much for calling in tonight.
Okay, thank you for the reading.
Thank you. Have a great night. That does it for me for tonight, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me this evening and allowing me into your home. You can catch me over on my Facebook page at Julie YeagerWalker Medium for Your Time to Shine, or reach me on my website at www.wingsofsoulswithjulie.com. I've got a couple of fantastic classes and events coming up, so do go check them out. Registrations are getting ready to close on both of them. So hope to see you all next Thursday. Have a great night.